to kill. It's brand fucking new.
But I'm saying,
wait a minute.
The difference is they're desperate. They're fighting for their own lives, not I'm gonna go out and kill.
Doesn't matter though.
Yes, it does. It's totally different.
What human being would suddenly go, I'm gonna... Hi, I'm Ryan Wright.
And I'm Jerry.
And I'm Thomas.
Welcome to Reasons to See,
where we give you reasons to see.
And not to see.
The Purge. So let's purge. Reason to See number 1. The concept. Yeah, this film has a brilliant fucking concept. I love it so much. It's cool because even though I didn't really care too much for this film, I could totally see them making a franchise out of it, like even focusing on another group of people. It doesn't even have to be a family. You could just explore a different group of people per movie.
Talking to a lot of people about horror flicks especially and stuff like that, people always ask, what is scary now? A couple days ago I just sat down to think about this movie and I was like, just as a concept, just the idea that for 12 hours all crime is legal and no one can help you. That's like utterly horrifying to me.
Yeah, I think it's really original. Like it's not too crazy, but you kind of are thinking, oh, this might happen, you know, in the near future. It's kind of not like outside the...
It's not totally implausible.
The concept allows for everything awful.
Yeah, you could have 2 wives in America for 12 hours.
Reason to See number 2. Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey.
Yeah, you know, every character in this is kind of a little two-dimensional in some ways, but these 2 actors really do elevate these performances. They bring a strong level of humanity to it. You believe them as husband and wife. I kind of like watching that partnership work together. I
have a lot of problems with the script of this movie, but even when the script wasn't good, I still liked their performances, and I thought they brought a lot of... They put their all into what's going on. You really believe these crises they're going through and how it's affecting them.
And she has a great moment at the end. A moment where people were laughing, but it's the kind of thing where you're laughing because you're kind of rooting for her at the same time. And when Ethan Hawke, you know, sort of becomes Rambo at some point, it's pretty cool actually. I remember when he first gets the shotgun, everyone in the theater was like, "What the fuck? Where'd he get equipped with that badass machine?" You know.
Reason to See number 3. The villain.
He's called like the polite stranger.
Yeah, I saw that on IMDb.
Yeah.
I thought he was more creepy than anything. I think it was more how intelligent he was, because he used big words and like some that I didn't really understand. Yeah. So whenever someone uses big words that I don't understand, I'm getting a little creeped out by them.
They're like, hey, they're smart.
Yeah.
They're smart because I don't know what they're saying. I thought the guy did a really good job. I mean, for villain roles like that, I think they're hard to execute because normally they're just some guy who's like, I'm devilish, so I smile and I look like this. But this dude actually, you could feel a level of greedy depth behind this guy and bloodlust and all these underlying layers, and you could see how he's sort of like the leader, kind of like the leader of the posse at college or wherever the fuck he goes.
He came on screen and I thought he was captivating the whole time because it's like you can tell that character fully believes in what this is on, you know, on a level deeper than just like, oh, I can do whatever I want. It's like he truly believes in the power of this night.
Reason not to see number 1. The wooden dialogue. Yeah. Especially like the first 10 minutes, it's like, Purge tonight? Yep, Purge tonight. Purge tonight.
Safe night.
It's gonna be safe
night
because we have your security system.
Hey, I baked you cookies. Nice house, by the way, that you expanded because you got so much money installing all these security systems. Are you purging? Oh no, we are not purging, but we are, like, because we know things will go wrong. Like, the whole reason we're here is because there's a very dark concept and we know something's gonna go wrong, and I just feel like the whole first half of the movie is just sort of very thinly trying to set up, oh, things are great, but they're not gonna be for long. And I just feel like they could have used a punch-up writer to make things sound like actual conversations.
I wouldn't say the first half. I thought it was just more like the first act.
Reason not to see number 2. Not so scary.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people who see this trailer or hear the concept are expecting this movie to be like terrifying. You know, like a lot of people, that's their anticipation. So that's why I think we should acknowledge that. Hey, this film really isn't scary.
Yeah, well, it's
You know?
not like you're dealing with demons or monsters.
It's
or
not
something.
even really a horror movie.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
I mean, it comes from Platinum Dunes and Blumhouse.
Yeah, it kind of has its creepy factors into it. You know, people like skipping along in like a long like dress and their mask.
It's got sort of the Strangers.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
exactly. The strangers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a creepiness underlying to it, but nothing really there that's gonna, make you shit your pants or anything like that.
Split decision number 1: the kid.
Okay, so I thought the kid was an annoying fuck.
I like the kid a lot.
I hated the kid. I
There's
thought
one
the
thing
kid-
Blumhouse knows how to do, it's get good kid actors.
The actor's good. The kid is.
That's the writing again, though. I liked his performance.
Yeah, I don't like the character at all.
yeah, but his I don't know, his decisions throughout the movie were kind of like
You're smart. I can tell you're smart.
Mm-hmm.
You created a baby toy that can do fucking go around the house and shit.
and you get kind of like a
It's
little.
like a mobile surveillance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And you get a little kind of like OCD factor from him because
Yeah.
he's taking
Checking
his
his
vitals
vitals,
like
yeah.
every couple minutes and everything. So he's kind of you can kind of tell there's something up with this kid. But
he lets the guy in the house.
Yeah.
But he's doing his best. Like I understood the kid. Like it would make no sense for Ethan Hawke to let the guy in the house, but the kid is like struggling with this whole idea. Like it's too big for his mind to process, and he sees a guy out there just wanting to hide, or at least as it seems, just wanting to hide. So he's like, this is a big distressing idea to him already. It's clearly a bit much for him to handle, so he let the guy in. I totally understood.
I think the kid was just.
Kids do shit like that.
I think he was just put there just to be like, how is this guy going to get in here? Okay, let's have this dumb kid make a stupid decision that's going to affect his entire family. And I didn't really think that he would have done that. Like he wasn't really rebellious enough where I think he would have gone against.
But it wasn't an act of rebellion, it was an act of compassion toward another human being. Like, the kid is not the animal yet. To the kid, it's like, this guy is clearly being chased by somebody. He seems to just want help. Like, he's probably not in the position to go, like, but he might kill us, we should just leave him out there to die. Like, it's a morality
Here's
play.
why I hate the kid. It's all his fault why all this happened.
If the kid was there, it would have been
that's why I hate
a really, really short movie. They would have gotten through the purge. Next day, everything goes.
Everything would have been okay.
It is
way
his
better.
fault.
And if you let the black guy just get turned over, everything would have been. And another stupid moment.
As you said,
stupid decision.
stupid kid.
Yeah,
all right,
he's a stupid
and
kid.
I didn't really think that
He's a
kinda
compassionate kid. It does make him smart though.
I don't think he's a moron. I mean, it's like,
He's kind of.
Well, I didn't really
Moron.
think.
Either his whole family's gonna get slaughtered, or help save this one guy, and he's consistently putting this one guy, this stranger, before his family. Split decision number 2. The daughter. Yeah, the daughter to me was just a typical whiny teenager. She was another stupid one to me.
I agree with you on the writing side of things. I thought her performance was fine.
I didn't really get too much from her performance.
She shows up, whines, or cries.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the character itself. Not so much the performance. The performance is fine. Just the character could have been so much better.
She could have had a bigger role in the film.
They could have
It
just
could have been a
done
much better written
Yeah,
It
character.
could have done something. And she brings the.
Split decision number 3. The first half.
I like the first half a lot more than the last half. I thought the first half was where most of its originality was at. I like a movie that sets up a world. It's weird. The first thing that comes to me is Jurassic Park for some reason. Because in Jurassic Park, they set up this world of what if we can bring dinosaurs back? And then the first hour is posing the question of, is this okay or is this not okay? And this poses a similar question. Is this okay or is this not okay? You get to explore that debate for like the first 20 minutes through like people on the television, some people talking about it. And then the story starts to go, and then there's more originality, but then the last half is when I thought it just took a whole other turn. But the first half is the part I respected the most.
Yeah, I mean, they do set up a world, which is really cool. It's the whole reason people want to see this is because it's unique. And then I think they really could have played on that more than, having just something going on in the house. I think they set up this world. They should have elaborated on the world a lot more.
Yeah, they set up a concept where you could have a great debate about it. There's great philosophies that could be brought up. There's so many things more. There's psychological elements, and you only get hints of that, and you get moments of that. But it doesn't feel like it's something that resonates throughout.
However, just as a movie-going experience, I preferred the second half to the first half because the first half it was like just all the setup just felt so kind of thin and wooden.
But that was only the first act, though. But there's still originality in the first act.
Yeah, it's original, but I thought the movie was better at doing what it was doing in the second part.
I mean, the real reason I wanted to see the film was because it was original. And when it started getting more into the home invasion kind of... Split decision number 4, the last half.
Yeah, like the last half to me that's when it just became a typical home invasion movie. It stops exploring its concept. It stops posing questions and everything like that. Like, I guess the midpoint is when there are movies that I don't mind a home invasion movie, I don't. But it's when it just seems like a replicate rather than not doing a more of a unique spin on it. It's frustrating when you have such an original concept, but then the movie decides to kind of like can a lot of that and just turn it into something that is predictable, full of cliches, and it honestly loses a lot of its thrills.
The thing for me is that I get actually what you guys are saying about the second half, and it's not... The movie in and of itself has an original concept. It's got an original view of the world that is very unsettling. However, as a plot, as just a story about people, it's not ultimately all that surprising. There are a few twists and turns, but I think the reason I like the second half a lot is because I think the second half is effective. It's not workmanlike is the wrong term, I guess, but it's like, I think they just assembled it well. It's like...
You're wrong, by the way. Just thought I should say that.
Yes, my opinion is wrong.
Yeah, the way you feel.
The way I viewed the movie.
The way you think and feel is just wrong. It's just not right. I don't...
No, yeah, it's happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hang out with you.
Opinions are based on our
I don't
factual.
think... Yeah, you're not entitled to your own opinion.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You're a horrible person.
Yeah.
No, it's alright. I'll take your opinion.
Yeah. Ryan's consensus. There are a few reasons to see The Purge. There are a few reasons to see The Purge. Yeah, I like the concept enough to be like, you know what, you might as well go check it out because who knows, it might be what you're expecting.
Jerry's consensus. Yeah, I think there are some reasons to see The Purge. There are some reasons to see The Purge. Yeah, the concept is cool. The cast is really good, I thought. And you know, there's some tense moments and some action in there, so it's worth checking out.
Thomas's consensus. There's a couple reasons to see The Purge. There's a couple reasons to see The Purge. If I could describe this movie in one word, I think it'd be meh.
Alright guys, thanks for checking out our show. Why don't you go ahead, scroll to that comment box below and tell us, what would you do on The Purge? Anything is allowed. Anything. But don't say some things.
Don't ever trust an internet comment board. I mean, I love people who watch our show, but don't ever trust an internet comment board to tell you what they would do if there were no rules. Because your eyes will melt out of your face.
I'm pretty sure most internet comment boards are already, what would I do if there's no rules?
The Purge exists.
Yeah.
It's on the
it's the internet message board. If you want to check out more episodes of Reason to See, click this link right here.
And why don't you go ahead and click this link so you can follow us on Facebook, or click this link a little lower to follow me, Ryan Wright, on Twitter.
And if you want to get updated every time a new review or a video is out, subscribe.
Click on Thomas, who is pointing at his crotch right now.
You want to scroll down a little bit, and that's where you want to click.
Yeah.
Alright.
Click that dick, man.
It's a pretty big link, alright? So.
This is good though because it's proving that we're equal opportunity with every one of our guests. It's like it's either click boobs or click a dick.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I got some pretty big tits too, so
can you do like the Arnold like?
I'd rather not because
I would rather you did.
Well, I mean, if you're forcing me to do it.
I am for.
I don't know. Can you guys?
Oh!
Is that?
Yeah, no.
Taking you guys off?
Oh yeah, I'm purging right now.